Well, there's only 3 rounds to go in the regular competition, can you believe, before the finals, and things are starting to get really interesting. A number of cross-conference games at the weekend. Let's see if the Eastern teams were able to get one over their northern counterparts. Cross-conference game 1 saw the Sydney Hills Eagles travel to Queensland to take on Labrador, and it was the visitors who flew out of the blocks, leading by 13 points at three-quarter time. That blew out in the final term. Ross Tungatalum, he kicked 3, while for the home side Labrador, Jared Shatlock also booted a hat-trick. Jay Goldsmith got 2. It wasn't enough. 9-13-67. Hills Eagles 15-12, 102. I'm feeling it. Cross-conference game 2, Queanbeyan went to Broadbeach in what was a closer affair, but Broadbeach falling short 10-11-71, Queanbeyan 13-14-92. The woes continued for Tuggeranong this season with Ainslie 2 strong at home. Ken McGregor booted 5, Nick Payne 4. Their best on ground was Josh Bennett, who had another consistent game. 26-11-167 to 8-11-59. Cross-conference game 3 went to the Swans at Metricon Stadium on the Gold Coast with the Suns 15-10-100, Sydney Swans reserves 20-11-131. Cross-conference game 4 went to the Northerners with the Northern Territory Thunder too good for the UWS Giants. The final score 23-16-154 to 10-12-72. And inaccurate kicking cost Eastlake the game at Monica Oval against a vastly improved Belconnen outfit. South Australian recruit Shane Harris led the goal scoring list with 3. Andrew Dest named best on ground, while for Eastlake Aaron Bruce and Sam Mardling bagged 3 each. Belconnen hanging on 12-11-83 to 10-13-73. Good to see some Eastern Conference teams recording wins against their northern counterparts. Well, joining us this week is the assistant coach of the Queanbeyan Tigers, Adrian Pavese. Pav, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Greg. Big thrill to be here. Big fan of the show, mate.
Very nice to hear.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Well, I'm a big fan of Queanbeyan at the moment because they are on top of the ladder, going very, very nicely.
Yeah, look, we're thrilled. Obviously, not real good last year, but we've managed to turn things around. Our young players are playing well, and our more experienced players are enjoying the challenge.
Tell us about the turnaround. How does this happen? It's remarkable, isn't it?
Oh, look, I don't think it was a quick fix. We've worked really hard over the summer, and Cade's done a wonderful job with the playing group, and getting some mature bodies on board in Josh Bryce, and obviously getting another pre-season into our younger bodies has made a massive difference. And
consistency too, I guess, is the key. I mean, essentially you're having the same players on the park each and every week. That's huge.
Yeah, look, it's getting that spread across all their possessions, and last year we were relying on the older players and then the younger players the following week. It was hard to get that sort of a mix, but this year they're all coming together.
And, you know, some of the names, I mean, off the top of your head, Jolliffe, Stevens.
Yeah, Griggs, Danaher's back playing good footy.
Clemke brothers. I mean, it goes on.
Yeah, look, you've got Benny King and
brilliant,
and these sorts of guys that have come in. But look, just really impressed with the spread, and look, the boys have really taken it in their stride. So it's probably easy to sort of get a bit excited and go over the top, but. No, we'll take it as it comes. We're really enjoying it.
The vibe at the club, obviously, it's all upbeat, but there's still a job to do. 3 games left in the regular season, then it's finals time. This is when it all counts. I mean, there's some talk around town, or, you know, a few people are waiting for Queanbeyan to sort of have a bit of a lapse in concentration, similar maybe to what's happening over at Eastlake and Sydney Hills. But the results each and every week, I mean, you really can't pick it at the moment, can you?
No, you can't. And Hills knocking over Labrador last week. So, look, we've just got to be on top of our game, and results will come. And, look, we've just got to make sure we minimise the damage if we're having these low spells. So, but at the moment, all being well and good, Greg, we're pretty happy.
Question without notice, Jared Atkinson, bit of knee tendinitis throughout the season. How is he?
Yeah, look, he's going okay. It's a bit like the Adam Cooney of the Western Bulldogs.
Yep.
It's just about it managing it during the year. But he can't do any more damage with it. It's just about managing it and getting it up for every week. And look, he's a very important part of our group. All
right, we will talk more Queanbeyan Tigers in the show later on. But the NEAFL Eastern Media Call is a very popular segment each week to find out what's happening at the other clubs. Here is some thoughts from Belconnen.
Yeah, definitely. We've sort of late in the year we've managed to hit our straps and won a close one on the weekend, which is good after those narrow losses earlier in the year. So hoping to finish off with a couple more wins and yeah, take a bit of momentum into next year.
Well, Ainsley, they're finding some form as well. It's a good time to do it. The coach, Chris Rourke, had this to say.
Yeah, it's a great prize this week. If we get over Eastlake and win the last two, then it's in our hands and we get third spot, and that'd be terrific for the club. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
Well, winners are grinners, and no one better than the Queanbeyan Tigers know that. Pav, obviously, when you're winning on field, things off the field must be just as good. The club, how's it going?
Yeah, look, the whole place is pumping. We've got over 100 members. Corporate support's fantastic. Dairy farmers and Actia are doing a great job for us on the back blocks, and look, we're getting big crowds, and yeah, with the under-18s being undefeated as well, and the reserves confirming a spot in the finals. I mean, the place is really going well.
The depth must be incredible as well. You've got so much talent to choose from.
Yeah, absolutely, and we've been able to blood some young players over the last few weeks, which has been fantastic, grooming them for next year, which is pretty much what we did at the end of last year. Yeah, so all goes well, that hopefully we can have some good finals results.
Now, Cade, the player coach, very serious man. He loves his footy, doesn't he? I mean, is he just bubbling away on the side, away from the playing group?
Yeah.
We're going to have a really red-hot crack at this.
Yeah, look, he's excited, and that's the beauty of being young. And look, we took a punt, obviously, with appointing a young coach, but he really does complement our playing group, and he's injected some excitement into the group, and bringing those skills from Essendon and the Bushrangers has really given our younger players some confidence to go forward. So, look, he's an exciting young man, and he's a good footballer too. So, what we've been able to do off the field to allow him to play his best football has been fantastic.
Premiership flags, you've got plenty of them.
Yeah, look, I mean, can I put my coach's hat on, mate? We won't get too far ahead of ourselves, and we'll take every week as it comes. But look, we're ecstatic to be in the position we're in, and we're going to have a red-hot go at it. Don't worry about that.
Clyde Klemke again, just finally, 1 year contract.
Yep.
The way he likes it, no doubt you want to get him in the bag for next year.
Oh, look, negotiations have started, obviously, but we're still letting him focus on the team. We've got 3 rounds to go. We're still a chance of finishing on top, and we certainly want that double chance.
All right, we'll take a look at all the round 19 action of the NEAFL Eastern Conference in just a few moments. The new NEAFL iPhone app is now available. Get your hands on all the scores, teams, fixtures, ladders and player profiles each and every week. To get the app, simply SMS NEAFL app to 193333. Round 19 of the North East Australian Football League Eastern Conference looks a little something like this. Game 1, the UWS Giants and Sydney Swans, 10:30am Saturday the 4th of August at Skoda Stadium. Midday Saturday, the Sydney Hills Eagles and Mount Gravatt in a cross-conference clash at Bruce Purser. 2pm Saturday in Canberra at Manuka Oval, it's Belconnen and Tuggeranong. Also on Saturday at 2:10, Sydney Uni and Queanbeyan at Henson, and 2pm on Sunday, it's Eastlake and Ainsley at Manuka Oval. Some very good games there, Pav. We'll talk about yours. Sydney Uni, you won't want to take them lightly.
No, definitely not. Coming back from Queensland last week, so it's pretty an interrupted program for us this week, and we're back in the bus on Friday. So we won't be taking them lightly, and they knocked over Hills a couple of weeks ago. So thankfully we're fully fit, and we get through the week. We hopefully be happy with the way the result goes.
Don't travel too much. Is it a big deal? Just quickly up to Brisbane on an aeroplane, busing it to Sydney. I mean, in terms of recovery, what do you do there?
Well, it's new for us too. I mean, normally we play Queensland and we're at home the next week, so starting to feel like AFL players. So no, it'll be good. It'll be a good test for us.
Yep.
But the boys are pretty excited. So we're certainly hoping that Eastlake and Ainsley just smash the hell out of each other.
All right, we'll see what we can organise, mate, perhaps. Well, very nice to have you on board, Pav. Thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks.
And we will no doubt be talking about Queanbeyan in the weeks to come, and bring on the finals. We'll still keep a lid on it, but it's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, no, thanks, Greg, for having me.
That is the buzzword, excitement, isn't it? Over there at Queanbeyan. Plenty of ways you can keep in contact with us, neafl.com.au and on Twitter and Facebook. See you next week. I'm Greg Thompson. Until then, bye for now. Nailed it, mate.
Was it all right?